Hello, I'm OmnusI, your game master this evening here in my lair. Greetings, friends, and welcome once more to the Lair of OmnusI. I am OmnusI, your host, here with another question from the RPG Brigade from Facebook on their RPG A Day challenge. Every day of the month, I will be answering an additional question that they pose for the uplifting and illumination of those interested in role-playing games, both veterans and those who have yet to dip their toe into the pond. This being the 8th day, we'll be answering the 8th question, which is, what is a good RPG to play for sessions of 2 hours or less? When I was at a fairly local convention, I had the privilege of playing with different game masters and trying a variety of lighter role-playing games, less so than my usual fare, which often involves campaigns that can last for years. It is nice to have a role-playing game in your pocket to be able to pull out for a quickie, a special occasion, and one-shots especially. And in that time when I was able to play these quicker one-shot games, one that I tried that I was impressed with as far as the speed and ease of play was called 316 Carnage Among the Stars, or just simply 316. I purchased this game on, I believe it was Drive-Thru RPG. I haven't seen it in print. Everybody I've seen who's had it has had it printed off themselves in some sort of binder or something. But the concept is relatively simple. You are in the 3rd Expedition, 16th Army from Earth. Your job is to make the universe better for humans, which involves killing everything else. It is genocide on a galactic scale, intentionally. You are America, hoorah, but for all of Earth. And the game is extraordinarily simple. You have only 2 statistics. You have your combat skills and your non-combat skills, and that's it. And those skills are represented by a number. It's a zero-sum game. If 1 is high, so your combat skills are really high, you're really good at killing things, your non-combat skills are going to be very low. If you strike a middle ground, you're not going to be exceptional in either one of those things. The resolution is relatively simple. You take a 10-sided die and you roll, and you're trying to roll under your stat. If you roll at your stat, it's really, really good, and you generally will do quite well. If you roll over your stat, you have failed in some way, shape, or form. And in many of the situations, it is kind of a procedurally generated game. The game master rolls the name of the planet that you're going to for the particular theater, rolls for the number of monsters and how nasty they are in the particular theater. Your character gets equipped with certain amounts of gear, and then it just comes down to, by the gear that you have, how many aliens that you successfully kill when you confront them. You can have a variety of different situations and scenarios. There is light role-playing involved. It's not heavy because what you're basically trying to do is get the most kills. Sometimes you're trying to put your people in a position to get the most kills, but you're really only rewarded for surviving and getting the most kills. After that, there's a lot of luck that's involved. You can successfully play some role-playing elements, but you basically just dive in and try not to die. Trying not to die usually involves killing off the monsters before you yourself can have any grievous harm inflicted. To help you with that, you have a couple of things going for you. You have a suit of armor. If the suit gets damaged, it's no longer useful to protect you. You can take a wound without dying. And if you are still in danger of dying after that, you also have the ability to choose your failure or choose your success. You can take on traits which lock your character down, but then you can get out of the encounter and save face, although you will do it because you failed at something, or you can completely dominate the encounter, slaughter the rest of the monsters in one brilliant, heroic act by drawing on inspiration from something in your past or unlocking some new potential. It's an interesting game. It has an interesting element of its backstory that I'm not going to reveal as a spoiler, but if you want to have kind of your macho guns and glory hoorah type game, it's a good light role-playing game that it doesn't take a great deal of time to explain the rules, to run the game, and as long as the game master is savvy with the rules in the most general sense, you can be up and ready to play in as little as 10 to 15 minutes, slam through a couple of encounters, and get a decent resolution in 2 hours' time. So, that would be my recommendation for that tiny little window to play a role-playing game. I am OmnusI. That's my answer for day 8. What will I have tomorrow? Tune in and see. I'm OmnusI here at the Lair of OmnusI, wishing you safe adventures.